Hey, what's up you guys? This is Junior Trader and in this video we are taking a look at Nvidia stock for this week. Should we stay bullish or should we become cautious again? Are we gonna become bearish? And can we break to the new all-time highs this week on Nvidia that is above the zone of $185? Is that a possibility today? Well, this week. So we'll talk about all of that today in this video. Now, before going further, as always, I want to mention none of this is any financial advice. It's only for education purposes. I'm just sharing my opinion. Please do your own thing. So Nvidia, as I have said previously as well, that has turned bullish, or it will be bullish again above 172.34 cents area, that yellow zone that I have provided you. And yes, Nvidia is bullish right above that. And if you are a member on Patreon, you would have gotten a specific mention of this as well on my videos there in the post market that very day when we started to get above, technically start happened above 171 and 20 cents around significant level. And then full confirmation was above this 172 and 40 cents around, right? So that was it. And technically, NVIDIA, I'm on the hourly interval right now. Technically, NVIDIA is still holding bullish structure. I'll go over some important levels as where if we lose something, we gotta be cautious, right? Like where would that possibly happen, right? So right now, NVIDIA is all good. Now, first, let's talk about the overall structure. If let's say, because we do have a gap, what if NVIDIA starts to break to the downside? As long as, let's say for any reason, and I'll get to those where the signs would come if it starts to go down, that will technically be a pullback, which means anything from where we are, if we trigger a downside until 172 and 40 cents, technically, that's just a pullback. It's not overall bearish. Okay. Now, where can that start to happen? What are your early telltale signs to see that we may become bearish on Nvidia? That will be this level below 177 and 30 cents around. It's this level. If we lose this tomorrow, you gotta get a little bit cautious. We might be looking at a pullback possibly in the building. If we can get above it again or stay above 177 and 30 cents, all great. If you wanna avoid the choppiness and wanna have a clear cut confirmation that, okay, we are not going in a pullback and good to go up, that's the level of 178 and 5 cents. So accordingly, manage your position. Definitely, if we start to lose a level below, if you took this position in the long from that zone of yellow area that I provided down below, then you got a little bit take partial profits or manage the position, size down if it gets below 177 30 cents. If we get above 178 5 cents, all good. You can even add more. That's just a continuation of an uptrend. Now, as I'm saying that, there is one more zone actually here. That is the zone of 175. Until here, there is also a chance if we lose the level below, this cool off may just last for a day, and we do have a possibility of stabilizing even at 175. But that will though trigger the multi-day weakness already, a pullback. Even though this can stabilize 175 price action, but the point being technically, this 177 and 30 cents below, we are already in the pullback. So you gotta manage the position, right? Structure is getting a little bit weaker. That's the point on the at least multi-day, which is a pullback on the overall structure. Now, can we break to new all-time highs on NVIDIA? Is that's a possibility here? NVIDIA range, let's see, average range right now is around $4.50. You can see it right over here. This is its average range right now, okay? And 185 is almost around, that is the all-time highs. How far are we from where we are? 177. So we are around, well, 178 technically, right? So we are around $7 away technically. It's doing average range $4, but it doesn't mean that it's just going closing full $4 candle straight, right? So, oops, sorry. So yes, even though we do have possibilities of breaking to all-time highs, I would say, sorry, I would say keep your bias on the breaking to a new all-time high on the conservative side, because as I have said previously, we do have some strong supply zones sitting over here. These are big supply zones, guys. These are big supply zones. So at least three. So let's recap it here. First strong supply zone. We have a retest of that followed by another strong supply zone, another strong supply zone. So it's not likely going to be that easy unless we see something really strong catalysts that pushes a big green candle like that. So I do expect, even if let's say we make our way up here to 182 or something, we may start to do a pullback. That's a possibility, but it won't turn it bearish. What I'm saying is that it may do some pullback, stabilize here more, and then eventually break out. So the point being, if you're looking for doing your calls options, trading the options calls and or whatnot, and if you are getting excited, hey, this time it's all-time highs, well, be a little bit careful. We might not get there. You might be better off trading closer, okay? Below still the all-time highs. I'm just saying, you might end up taking those options and you might just, you know, you will have to let go the down, well, I call it a down payment on it, right? So, um, yeah, but anyways, again, make your decisions. But what I'm saying is that the exercising above 185 may, if you are trading, that's a different story. The options, if you're trading options, that's a different story. Anyways, my point being that overall structure may not allow it to, based on the price action, to the new all-time highs this week, but there is a possibility, as long as we can stay above these zones, significant levels, especially 175 above and the levels that I just provided you, if we can stay above these zones and start to stabilize even closer to 180 and above 182, most likely then the following week, the week after this coming week, we may potentially see a new all-time highs breakout. All right. Well, that's pretty much on the technical side I wanted to talk about to you guys. And there's some article we can go over as well. UK, US to sign multi-billion-dollar tech deal during Trump's visit. The United Kingdom and US are preparing to sign a landmark technology agreement in the coming days as part of President Donald Trump's visit to UK. The agreement aims to bolster the collaboration between the two nations, enhancing opportunities for business consumers on both sides of Atlantic. While the final details were still being negotiated, the embassy said the partnership will focus on key technologies including artificial intelligence, semiconductors, telecommunication, and quantum computing. So, Nvidia is still in the news, right? There is new markets, you know, framing up for Nvidia for the grabs. And nowadays, it's just not, you can look at it, right? It's just not the companies doing all these deals anymore. It's the government working on companies' behalf. uh, right? Like, yeah, it's the government working on companies' behalf, right? Government works for the corporation, right? So Trump is set to fly to UK on Tuesday for his second state visit, which is expected to last 3 days. He is due to be accompanied by a delegation of US executives, including NVIDIA's Corp CEO, Jensen Huang, and OpenAI Sam Altman. So, yeah. All right. Well, so things are, maybe that may bring some catalyst, but anyways, I still think breaking to new all-time highs will be a challenge this week. But as if we see a close, strong price action close closer to those zones of 182 and around, then the second week from now we might see a new all-time highs breakout. All right, that's all I had for you guys in this video, and we'll see you in the next videos, guys. Take care. Bye.